Hello everybody, today we are going to make this beautiful bluebonnet in alcohol inks. I have a small sheet of NARA paper. You can use either side of the NARA paper. I am going to use NARA dotting blue and NARA caterpillar stain for the leaves. I've got Ranger sailboat blue, and I've got some yellow, I think it's sunshine yellow in here, along with some 91% alcohol. And I'm going to use cotton balls to put the background in. I've got a couple flat brushes and some round brushes. So the first thing I'll do is I will add the background, and I like to add a little bit of alcohol directly onto the NARA paper first. If I could open my bottle. All right, and then I'm gonna put a bit of sailboat blue, but not very much. And I'm gonna put it right onto the cotton ball. I want a light colored background. Not too dark, because I want the bluebonnet to show up. Add a little bit more on here. I'm going to dip it into some alcohol that I have in my palette. There's even a little bit of green on here, but that doesn't bother me. I think that adds a nice texture to the background. Okay, I think that looks good. Very light, kind of looks cloudy, a little bit cloudy. And I'm going almost to the bottom. The next thing I'll do is I will use a round brush, and I am going to start work on the petals. I like to work from the bottom, and for bluebonnets they're just kind of shaped like a half moon almost, and wider at the bottom, a little bit more narrow at the top. I think I'll try a little bit of this other color now. Nice to mix it up a bit. A little bit narrower at the top, and then I'm going to add a little bit of yellowish green to the very tippy top. So I will go right into the yellow. Sometimes I just mix it up on the top of my palette. I've got blue on my paintbrush, so yellow and blue make a nice green. And I'll lightly tap on the very top. Dry my paintbrush off a little bit, get a little more solid yellow. Go in there. Get a little cotton on there. Sometimes you just have to pull it off. All right. Then I have, with this little bit of yellow on my paintbrush, I'm gonna tap in to a few of the petals. Clean my brush off, because on a bluebonnet there's always a little bit of whitish green on the petals. I'm going to add those little highlights. I was thinking I might do it also with the Uni Posco pen, but we'll see what this looks like. Looks good. Maybe a little bit more blue petals in there. fill it in a little bit more. Mix those two together. Get some darker and have some light. And I think that looks nice. It's a nice bluebonnet. Now I want to add a stem. This one kind of looks like a reddish brown, but I am going to go ahead and make a dark green stem. I think that will look just fine. We'll add a little bit of leaves as well, and the leaves are kind of like a star. Put these leaves up here so you can see them a little bit better. And not too large, but big enough to have some emphasis. Then I'm going to darken that up just a little bit in the middle. I added a little bit of blue to my green. This one's way in the front. And put a couple more over here. A little bit darker in the center. And I'm thinking I want to lighten up a few of the petals. So I've cleaned my brush off, and there's a little bit of alcohol on there, and I want to just touch them lightly to give them a little bit of highlights. See, the sun is coming from the left side. I'm going to get a new brush because that one had a little bit of green, as you could see. So get a little bit of light. I'm also going to go back in there and use that Posca pen to add some little white spots to the petals, because I don't want it too green. Maybe a little bit of highlights on the leaves. A few more little petals there. And with a uni Posca, you have to shake it to get it going, and then pump it. And it's actually it's not an alcohol ink. It's either an acrylic or an oil. It doesn't really say on there, but I'm going to just touch. Yeah, that stands out more. I like that more, a little better. Maybe a little bit of white on the top there, a little star center. As you can see, this has a little white in the center of it, so I'm trying to grab that, outline it. Put a little highlight on the stem. And there you go. There's your bluebonnet. Oh, there's one thing I forgot. So they have a little bit of pink on the stem, or burgundy. So I've got this mulberry pink, Prismacolor alcohol ink marker, and I am going to just touch into the center where the stem is, and then where I made it green, you can add just a little bit of this mulberry or pink. Use whatever color you like. See, you can see the little stems in there. And that's it. There is your alcohol ink Bluebonnet in about 10 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the video.